It is, in these challenging times in particular, most unfortunate that there's even a possibility of a shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security.
The Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson is warning Congress not to allow funding for his department to expire by the end of this week. As we've been reporting, there may be a way out of this mess. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is now offering a so-called clean funding bill that does not include a measure to block President Obama's immigration actions. At the same time, the administration is fighting back, asking a federal judge to put on hold on his own ruling that declared the president's executive actions unconstitutional. Let me bring someone on the front lines of this Homeland Security fight, Congresswoman Linda Sanchez, Democrat from California, chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. Congresswoman, a pleasure to see you.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Thanks. Let me start with your reaction to this latest move by Mitch McConnell to keep Homeland Security fully funded.
Sure. Well, it's an interesting strategy and one that may work for the Senate. Unfortunately, the House and the Republican leadership that controls the votes in the House, I think, is probably unlikely to bring up a clean Department of Homeland Security funding bill. I think Speaker Boehner has within his caucus a lot of a lack of consensus, and so although that may work for the Senate, I don't know exactly that the Speaker will bring up a clean DHS bill in the House.
Of course, they can then say, well, we're going to be dealing with the president's executive actions on a separate kind of funding specific area to the DHS, the part that deals with immigration reform, or with immigration, I should say. And that way they could, do the clean bill barring the DHS part of immigration.
Yeah, but it's interesting to realize that the riders that they attached to the Department of Homeland Security funding bill were put there for a reason, and that was to appease the extreme right wing of that caucus. And it's uncertain whether or not the Speaker will step up to that fringe of the caucus and allow a clean vote on just funding the Department of Homeland Security and saving the other piece about executive action to do that separately.